Hello everybody and welcome to Favourite Rugby on Forever Sports. And Scotland retained the Calcutta Cup with a 30 points to 21 victory over England at Murrayfield. A game which started really poorly for both sides. Scotland with a lot of luck to get themselves into the game, and then a very, very impressive second half where England just couldn't match them. And Scotland once again showing how good of a side they can be when they want to be. You know, it's such a frustrating team to watch because when they play well, it's such a good team to watch. They do everything well. They tackle well. They attack well. Their game dominance, their awareness is good. You know, they've got players who can create something out of nothing. Duan van der Merwe with a brilliant hat trick. Such a good second try. Finn Russell with a great try assist for that third try. So some really nice moments for Scotland. England started well with a very nice move and then just kind of faded and just couldn't really affect the game. It doesn't seem to be much of a plan. You know, you can sort of really see what they're trying to do with ball in hand. Sometimes look a little bit directionless and a lot of mistakes into that game as well. But before we look at the game, please do smash like on the video. Please do subscribe to the channel as well. As I said, it was the perfect start for England as Burbank went over in the 4th minute. A brilliant set move off the back of a scrum. Ford adding the extras before Ford added a penalty to make it 10 points after 14 minutes. Duan van der Merwe then got things going in the 19th minute. A really good break from Hugh Jones. Good support play from Duan van der Merwe to go over for his first. Finn Russell adding the extras. 10 minutes later, how's this for a counter-attacking try? The ball, I think, bounced off, I think it was Freeman's chest. Turnover ball, Scotland, one pass, and Duan van der Merwe rounded, I think it was Ben Earl, and just had all the pace in the world to go over for his second. Finn Russell adding the extras. So at half-time, it was 17 points to 13. A very good George Ford drop goal in about the 35th minute. Just, you know, assessing the fact that there wasn't a lot of on and just bang, bang, took a bit of time, slossed the drop goal. So a game very much in the balance at half-time. Second half came and Scotland just turned up. We're all over them. Brilliant try in the 44th minute for the hat-trick. Finn Russell will turn over the ball quickly. Finn Russell is identifying the space. Perfect chip. And then on the bounce, Duan van der Merwe grabbing and running over. Russell adding the extras. George Ford with a penalty in the 49th minute to try and stay within touching distance, but two more Finn Russell penalties kind of took the game away from England. Even with a late try from Fei Waboso, the youngster coming off the bench, Flynn Smith not being able to get the conversion meant that they were 9 points behind with the final sort of 13 minutes, and that was always going to be too much for them to try and overcome. But if we look at the stats, here's what they look like. Territory-wise, mostly played in the sort of that England, either in England 22, a lot of it, or in that sort of that Scotland sort of 22 to 10 meter sort of part. Possession-wise, 49% to 51%, so very even across the game. Scrums not great from Scotland, much better from England. Lineouts as well. Scotland was a little bit shaky. If you look at the attack though, 306 post-contact meters to 312, so pretty similar there. Same amount with ball carries. Line breaks pretty similar. Turnovers lost far too many from England, 22. Penalty, I mean, discipline-wise, not great from Scotland, conceding 10 penalties to England's 5. But the tackle was really good for Scotland. 150 tackles made, 87% tackle to completion rate. So many moments where they, you know, manage to turn over, hold a player up and win a maul, for example. I thought that Finn Russell controlled the game really well. So if we look at some of the individual stats, Ben Earl carried the most with 11, Tommy Freenham behind them. If we look at tackles completed, for example, Ben Earl once again top of the charts there, next to Scott Cummings and Rory Dodge. Jack Dempsey, I thought, had a very, very good game as well. If we look at meters carried, for example, George Furbank with the most, 92, Duan van der Merwe, unsurprisingly there with 89. In terms of line breaks, 2 from Duan van der Merwe, we topped that. Defenders beaten, 6 from Duan van der Merwe, 5 from Cameron Redpath, who I thought had a really nice cameo off the bench as well. In terms of other individual stats, if we look at dominant tackles, for example, Jack Dempsey with 3. That's why I said I thought he was very impressive. I thought he really stood up today. For Scotland, again, you know, when they play like that, you can see that they can be a world-class side. The problem is the consistency of playing like that. I do feel that Six Nations has been robbed of a really good tournament because I think Scotland should have beaten France. I do believe that try should have stood. And if that was the case, Scotland would have been 4 from 4 or 3 from 3. About to play Italy, for example. You expect them to get the result, and they then would have been going into that Irish Ireland game, you know, right behind them. Instead, at the moment, it's 15 points to 9. So Ireland going the full Grand Slam 5-5-5. So at this stage, for example, they could go into that final game against Scotland with the Six Nations already basically under their belt. Scotland, if they beat Italy with a bonus point, will go to 14 points. Ireland can go up to 20, and then they would have won the Six Nations because they can't actually lose from that position. So, yeah, frustrating actually, because I think, you know, Scotland would have been sitting on if they scored that try, they would have been on 9 points. They would have won 13 points. 14 points. They would have been 1 point behind Ireland. And that's annoying. You know, it really, really is annoying. So it actually would be 13 points. I lied. There'd be 2 points behind Ireland. That would have been a bit of a final. But anyway, let me know what you thought about this game down in the comments below. Please do smash like on the video. Please do subscribe to the channel as well. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Steve. I'll chat to you soon.